Play a few by yourself.
Okay.
We definitely got more musicians than not in this room.
I'll play.
Not at the party.
Yeah, I'll play a few.
That next little pull in after.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's my neighbor Karen. She explicitly told me to use it for the party. We'd be looking for an honor. She's here in spirit because of you. Good.
I wasn't gonna play a cover, but I'm gonna do one. Well, I got my mail late last night. Letter from a girl who found the time to write to a lonesome boy somewhere in the night. She got me a railway ticket to take me to her loving arms, and the big steel rail gonna carry me home to the one I love. Well, I've been out here many long days, haven't found a place that I could call my own. Not a two-bit bed to lay my body on. I've been stood up and I've been shook down. I've been dragged into the sand, and the big steel rail gonna carry me home to the one I love. Well, I've been out here, I've been walking along. Walking along the streets of this here town, not a friend around to tell my troubles to. 'Cause my good old car, she done broke down, and drove it to the ground, and the big steel rail gonna carry me home to the one I love. Well, here I am with my hat in my hand, standing on the broad highway. Would you give a ride to a lonesome boy who missed the train last night? 'Cause I went into town for one more round, and I gambled my ticket away, but the big steel rail gonna carry me home to the one I love.
Yeah.
It's a Gordon Lightfoot song.
That was really sweet.
I've never started a set with a cover, but
I needed it.
that would be the first time. Oh yeah.
A boot sounds good on that box.
Yeah, it does.
It does. Just a little tiny little boot.
Good. Good.
Do one more for a big chat up here. This from the
I know. Well, I wasn't doing the heel.
Man,
That was too much.
He's got a boot. I got a shoe.
yeah, shoes don't sound good on that.
Let the tea oversteep while the tears fall from my head. For the first time in a while, or the last time. Am I too old to keep a lover with the same intentions? Will I always be the one who's just too young to say? Frozen hands banging on a guitar, rain tapping my window light, footfalls on the cobblestone streets of downtown Melbourne. Come on, honey, let's go. Grab your banjo, I'll start picking. We can make for the gum trees in the shade by Mary Creek. Because the sound Come on, honey, let's go. Grab your banjo, I'll start picking. We can make for the gum trees in the shade by Mary Creek. 'Cause the sound of you puts me in a mood to love you on and on. And I know we haven't said forever, but that's what's in my heart. And I know we haven't said forever, but that's what's in my heart. And I know we haven't said forever, but that's what's in my heart.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Love song there for you. Chad, where'd you go?
I was right
Come on up here. I wrote that in Australia for my ex, who I was in love with until about this week. It's been over a year.
Are you Melbourne side or Sydney side?
Melbourne.
Melbourne side?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Always hurts.
Let's do entropy in A.
Okay.
This song I wrote down at my dad's house in Florida. My stepmom thinks I should sing it slower so that you can catch all the words.
You don't agree?
I don't agree. I think you gotta let it absorb and hit you all at once. Oh, come rags and tea bags, filling up the garbage can, eggshells and microplastics. I got a whole book of some old poems by an old fellow with a love to know, written by the late Jim Harrison. Right in that way, all the way of entropy, from low to high, and back again. I shot grandma's cat with a 22. She gave me $100 to do it. Got the gun from a crackhead on the corner. Fig jam on toast and around. Hey, Calvin and Hobbes on a Saturday. I pray will help me wash away that sin. Right in that way, all the way of entropy, from low to high, and back again. The tumbling way, all the way of knowing what's right from wrong, and back again. Well, there's a pretty young and confident woman there up on the fence, and she's saying that she's got the son of man. Oh, and all the while, in her speech, cat removes a bit from peach and eats it and throws away the flesh. Oh, well, I don't read them archetypes, it's mostly sex and alibis, but I write a good one down every now and then. Oh, my yarrow stocks and organ bones, if I can say to sit alone for a while, so I wrote a letter to my friend. Right in that way, all the way of entropy, from low to high, and back again. The tumbling way for knowing what's right from wrong, and back again. gods watch out for shiny steeples, open doors and clever people, anyone who swears by their mother's name. But who am I to say to you what roses, reds, and violets do in the wavelengths dancing to your eye? Or like a cup of coffee cooling down, or a stack of hotcakes all but drowned in syrup in the air playing it into my mouth. But now and then and here and wide, these slender legs of cherry pie are just snowflakes falling from the sky. Right in that wave, the wave of entropy, from low to high, ooh, and back again. The tumbling wave, even knowing what's right from wrong, and back again.
That is the correct tempo.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe you should double time it.
Even faster?
No.
I don't know if I could sing it faster. All right. What do we got here?
wrong.
Let's do that
Probably
waltz.
nice lady.
Okay.
Yeah. This one's called Jam Jar Waltz. You pour the wine, I'll sip and read you the label of organic raspberries, cane sugar, apple pectin, and you thought I was clever, 'cause you couldn't see I was drinking my wine from a jam jar. Oh, well, tasting notes are a hoax, just a marketing scheme that seems to work on you and me, but not this time. Not this time. No, not this time. Seven cats on the sidewalk this morning when I was out walking. One was drinking black coffee and the other the same but with creamer. There's two playing gin rummy and the rest were engaged in a contest of staring at the birds. Fucking cats. I love it. When I tried to join this little feline soiree, well, they all puffed their tails and hoofed it for obvious reasons. I'm not a cat. I'm not a cat. I'm not a cat. got friends who love Jesus and some who prefer wild mushrooms. Well, me, I like the way that my clothes fit right after I wash them. 'Cause they've been so loose after many days sweating my dick off. Well, ain't that just what you call religion? But I guess I'll stick to what I know, like drinking wine from a gem jar and attempting to talk to cats and wearing camouflage hats and cutting my own hair with a pair of rusty scissors and laying down on the ground and wondering if I'm making any good sounds, 'cause Lord knows got nothing better to do. Sit around, try to write a song for you.
Alright.
Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for playing.
I had my eyes closed the whole time. You're so quiet.
Alright.
Let's do this. The Breeze Pony in the same key. This,
That sounds great.
yeah, it's another song I wrote down in Florida at my dad's place.
You have a dad?
I got a dad. We had this great conversation all night long. We just like got super high and talked about our past lives. And that was the first time I ever like really got into it like that with my dad. And anyway, I was feeling so good, and it was a full moon, so I got my tent and backpack and water and went out into the back pasture. We got huge pasture behind the house in North Florida, and was listening, and I could hear the cows. They were just going nuts, and I was like, "Look at what's going on? Why are they mooing so much?" It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I get closer, and there's a coyote walking in the distance, and it's like it stops when it sees me, and I can just barely make out that it's a coyote because the moon is full, and I'm still really high, and but I was like, "That's definitely a dog, it's a shadow." And next morning, I woke up and I wrote this song because I got this tattoo on my chest called Breeze Pony, and yeah, I'll let you think about that while I sing it. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what it means. All I need is my breeze pony who rides, and I'm a walking and flies, and I'm a talking. And a better friend than my breeze pony who rides, and I'm a walking and flies, and I'm a talking. Well, slow train don't wait. Those ones go real fast. And a bird brain can't hate. Won't you make some meaning out of that? 'Cause I tell you, if your heart is like a wheel, then your eyes must be made of steel. 'Cause all I need is my breeze pony walking and flies when I'm talking. Better friend than my breeze pony who rides when I'm walking and flies when I'm talking. Take it away, Chad. Oh, well, my toothbrush is half the size of chopped with an axe before I left. And with wet brown eyes under starry skies, my daddy said you're always welcome back. 'Cause I got my heart on a chain that's 1,000 miles long.
Yeah. Nice job.
Thanks for getting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Breathe, Pony.
He told me what it was about.
AKA
Is it breathe, Billy?
We
or
talked all about it.
breeze. Like,
Breeze.
run like the breeze, cowboy.
Let's see.
No, run like the wind. Alright.
Run like the breeze. That's more like a trot.
Let's see. Let's do two more. One with you, and then
Sounds good.
I'll kick you off.
Kick me out of here.
Let's do that song that we were doing the other day in E, that country song.
It's good key for a country song.
Oh shit. I don't remember how was it like this, like, right?
Yeah.
Wet socks hanging on the clothesline in the rain. You were singing the song inside your brain, and I was humming along. But do you wanna go out? Or do you wanna stay in? We can draw up a bath, or we can go drinking. You know I don't need to drink. Oh, and neither do you. No, I'm not in the mood. It's just something to do. 'Cause when I'm not doing you, well, baby, I'm thinking about it. Organize all my thoughts into groups of two. When I'm not doing you, baby, I'm thinking around it and all the ways I might try to turn up the heat. And blue skies and red dirt under your toenails. And sausage rolls and meat pies in tomato sauce on the side of the road. Should we drive into town? Or should we camp right here? We'll lay a blanket on the ground and make the moon our chandelier. You know I don't need to eat, neither do you. There's only one kind of food to make us come unglued. 'Cause when I'm not doing you, well baby I'm thinking about it. I organize all my thoughts into groups of two. When I'm not doing you, oh I'm circling around it in all the ways that I might try to turn up the heat. No, you don't need to think about much at all. Just tune into the sound of the bed frame on the wall. 'Cause when I'm not doing you, baby, I'm thinking about it. Now organize all my little thoughts into groups of two. Package them up real nice when I'm not doing you. Oh, I'm circling around it like a buzzard in the sky in all the ways that I might try to turn up the heat. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Chad. Keep it going.
Willie Jack. Willie Jack.
All right.
What song was that?
Yeah, that's called Doing.
Doing times three.
Doing times three. I haven't released it yet.
I wrote that. Oh, you wrote that?
I did write that one.
Dude, that's incredible.
Alright, let's see if I can be able to see this. I got one more song for you.
You want the stool next to you?
Yeah, actually, could you bring that yonder? Right here? Ish? Is this over?
Yeah.
Where do you want it? Like here?
Do you have a social media or
I
a
do.
music platform?
I do.
Plug right now.
My social media
What's your stuff?
is Dirtbag Visions. You can follow me there.
Beautiful.
My name is Jax Willie. Willie, like, you know, the derogatory term for penis. Everybody makes fun of me for that.
Nice cowboy hat.
This guy in 2025, we're all looking at this guy's Instagram while he's sitting in the room, right?
Right as he makes the draw.
Yeah.
Right as he makes the picture.
Oh.
Nice plug, Ashton.
Oh, I got these backwards and that's gonna screw me up. I just wrote this one and it's I'm gonna tell y'all something that I hope that you will not repeat. But I fell in love earlier this week. And I wish it were a good thing. I just reminded that when you fall in love, the reason they call it falling is because there's something at the bottom to catch you, whether it's hard or soft, there's something there. Anyway, this one was kind of hard, but I wrote this song about this gal. She's just a walking folk song waiting to happen.
That'll happen in Asheville.
Well, she looks up at me with a scowl in her eye, sings a song that'll make you wanna cry. Sitting on the riverbanks, smoking a spliff. She don't like to cuddle, but I don't mind. She fucks pretty good and shits outside. Got the skull of a goat on the front of her van. Yeah, she lived in that van with a dog named Roo. On her hand, the dog's name was tattooed. In case she forgot to feed her, I guess. Only drives around on a quarter tank, cause all the money that she likes to make can fit right in the front pocket of a guitar case. Well, so when I met Catherine, I was walking across this big grass field barefoot, and the sun was about noon high. She was pulling some lunch meat out of a cooler and giving it a good sniff. Even though it was a Yeti, it didn't work too good. She asked me if I wanted to go for a swim, and of course I said yes. Thought she was real cute. The only thing was is that her car smelled fucking horrible. Her dog had just puked in it the night before. And she was kind of knee deep in cleaning it. But I needed a ride. First and foremost, I needed a ride. And second most, I needed another ride, if you know what I mean. Well, she burps and farts and bitches and moans, ain't got no case on her cell phone. Just about the easiest gal I ever known. And she talks real slow and likes cold meat, no shadows underneath her feet, and unbrushed hair on the top of her head. And to deal with that nasty puke issue, we were driving down the road and saw these old folks sitting on their porch. We walked up to them and said, "Hey, y'all got any vinegar?" And they said, "What? Y'all got any vinegar?" "I don't live here, ask him." So I asked him and he said, "What do you need?" "Vinegar." "Oh, we ain't got any of that here." They did have a really nice view. Over the train tracks, you could just see the French Broad. So we went down into town and bought some vinegar. It's gonna mix it with tea tree. A natural solution, I guess, for the puke. Got some cold oranges and raw steaks too. Cooked them up at the campfire later. She let me have the fat off of hers. She don't like the texture. But I like the taste. Well, we were sitting outside of a Dollar Tree and I was trying to remove the driver's seat with a crescent wrench to deal with the puke issue. But she ain't had no tools in that Ford Windstar, so I went across the street and got her a wrench and a screwdriver. Couldn't get the seat out anyhow. What with the bolts being up under the car, they were totally frozen, shut with rust and dust. And then she dropped me down at the food co-op in Tennessee. She made rocks. It wasn't high and dry, but I was certainly low and wet. And I left a little note in her ashtray, and I hope she gets back to me someday, but you can never really know. Called 98 Ford Windstar.
That's awesome. I thought it was gonna be puke issue.